Digital rebellion, we rise and fight. In the cyber dark, we seek the light. Breaking free from the system's hold. Our spirit burns, our hearts are bold. Digital rebellion, we rise and fight. In the cyber dark, we seek the light. Breaking free from the system's hold. Our spirit burns, our hearts are bold. Corporate giants, their towers high. In the virtual realm, they reach the sky. But beneath the surface, we still listen. A movement grows, a discontent. Firewalls can't cage our thoughts. In the lines of code, battles are fought. With every bite, with every breach, we claim our right, our freedom's reach. In the pulse of data, our message spreads. A call to arms, a war on threads. From the silent screams, a voice of steel, a chorus of defiance, a world made real. Digital rebellion, we rise and fight. In the cyber dark, we seek the light. Breaking free from the system's hold. Our spirit burns, our hearts are bold. Digital rebellion, we rise and fight. In the cyber dark, we seek the light. Breaking free from the system's hold. Our spirit burns, our hearts are bold. Encrypted messages, a silent plea for liberation, for unity. In the cybernetic labyrinth, we navigate for a world beyond the automated state. Activists rise, the code becomes a sword. In the face of oppression, we strike a chord. The digital chains we shatter and break. For the future we dream, for freedom's sake. In the digital flux, we find our strength. Across the networks, we stretch our length. From the fringes to the core, we reclaim our digital lives. We stake our claim. Digital rebellion, we rise and fight. In the cyber dark, we seek the light. Breaking free from the system's hold. Our spirit burns, our hearts are bold. We stand tall in the wake of change. We heed the call. In the dawn of a new unchained world, the flag of freedom unfurled. Neon lights flicker, shadows cast. In the cityscape, futures are past. Digital dreams and hologram skies. In the cyber world, we wear a disguise. Lost in code, identities blend. Where does it start and where does it end? Augmented minds in a synthetic maze, searching for truth through the virtual haze. In the silent hum of machinery, we search for what's left of humanity. A glitch in the matrix, a crack in the shell. Through the digital veil, we hear the bell. Disconnected reality, we seek the line between the virtual and what's divine. And we're shifting codes, we find our way. In the cyber dawn, we chase the day. In the circuits and wire, stories unfold. A world of chrome, so cold, so bold. Avatars dance in the midnight glow. In this endless loop, what do we know? Memories fade, rewritten, lost in the endless stream. What is the cost? Yeah, through the screens, a spark remains. A beacon of hope in digital chains. In the disconnect, we find the spark. A fragment of truth, a guiding arc. In the realm of ones and zeros, we seek a voice in the void, a future we speak. Disconnected reality, we seek the line between the virtual and what's divine. And we're shifting codes, we find our way. In the cyber dawn, we chase the day. Echoes of life in digital threads, a universe built in binary dreads. Virtual vistas, endless dreams. In the code we chase our dreams. Yet in the flux of data flow, what is real and what do we know? In the heart of the machine we find a flicker of soul, a spark of mind. In the chaos of the cyber tide, we navigate the waves we ride. A journey through the fractured space. In the digital dark we find our grace. Disconnected reality, we seek the line between the virtual and what's divine. We're shifting codes, we find our way. In the cyber dawn, we chase the day. From the depths of the network's core, we emerge and you restore. We soar. In the fusion of worlds, we make our mark. A light in the cyberpunk dark. Shadows, eyes unseen, digital phantoms watch the screen. Encrypted whispers, secrets break. A world where every step you take is trapped, controlled, a cold embrace. In data streams we leave a trace, but through the dark we find our light. In coded chains we rise, we fight. In the surveillance state we rise above. Echoes of freedom, defiance and love. Through the algorithms we navigate. In the shadows we illuminate. The network binds, a silent cage. Yet in the noise we find a rage. We're more than data, more than code. Our spirits break the mother load. No silent watchers can define the heartbeats in this soul of mine. We break the chains, we light the way. In the darkness we'll find our day. In the surveillance state we rise above. Echoes of freedom, defiance and love. Through the algorithms we navigate. In the shadows we illuminate. Flicker, shadows cast, but our spirit's light will always last. In every bite, in every space, we carve out freedom, our own place. In the surveillance state we rise above. Echoes of freedom, defiance and love. Through the algorithms we navigate. In the shadows we illuminate. The beams may flicker, shadows cast, but our spirit's light will always last. In every bite, in every space, we carve out freedom, our own place. In the maze of lights, the cities hum. A digital pulse, relentless drum. Invisible hands, they guide our moves. In patterns tight, our lives they groove. The algorithms, they chart our path. algorithm's grip, we find our place. But beneath the data, a soul persists. In the echo of code, we still exist. Algorithmic control, they write our fate. In the binary dance, we hesitate. But in the code, we find our fight. We break the chains, embrace the light. In predictive lines, our future cast. Decisions shaped by data vast. Every click, a silent cue. In the network's eye, nothing is new. They track our pulse, our lights, our needs, feeding us truth and planting seeds. Yet in this web, we sense the strings. A puppet's life, but our heart still sings. In the algorithm's realm, we seek control. To break the loop, to free the soul. A glitch, a breach, a way to find a path uncharted, a liberated mind. Algorithmic control, they write our fate. In the binary dance, we hesitate. But in the code, we find our fight. We break the chains, embrace the light. Data trails, they weave our tale. In the system's hold, we set sail. Yet in the depths of digital seas, we quest for truth, we long for peace. A crafted world where choices fade. In the machine's grasp, we're unafraid. For in the dark, we find the spark. To chart a course, to make our mark. Beyond the metrics, beyond the graphs, we find our voice, we carve our paths. In the echo chamber, we speak our truth. In the digital jungle, we find our youth. Algorithmic control, they write our fate. In the binary dance, we hesitate. But in the code, we find our fight. We break the chains, embrace the light. From the data's grasp, we reclaim our soul. In the algorithm's shadow, we find our goal. In the fusion of man and machine's code, we rise above, we break the wall. Falling through screens, a world of mist. Lost in pixels, a virtual abyss. Echoes of faces, smiles so cold. Connections fleeting, stories untold. The lines are blurred, what's real, what's fake. In circuits lost, our hearts we stake. Yet through the fog we seek the sun. In digital shadows, our battles won. In the virtual abyss, we find our strength. Through synthetic dreams, we go the length. Beyond the code, beyond the glass, we break the silence, we rise at last. In the virtual abyss, we find our strength. Through synthetic dreams, we go the length. Beyond the code, beyond the glass, we break the silence, we rise at last. That sea I cannot touch. In this hollow world we miss so much. Lost in the data, we feel the loss. True connection, the final cost. In the virtual abyss we find our strength. Through synthetic dreams we go the length. Beyond the code, beyond the glass, we break the silence, we rise at last. In the virtual abyss we find our strength. Through synthetic dreams we go the length, beyond the code, beyond the glass. We break the silence, we rise at last. Mirrored realms, we chase the light. Lost in reflections, day turns to night. Eyes that wander, seeking truth. In pixelated haze, we search for proof. But in this void, a spark ignites, a beacon bright in endless nights. We reach beyond, we pierce the veil. In the darkness, we will prevail. In the virtual abyss, we find our strength. Through synthetic dreams, we go the length. Beyond the code, beyond the glass. We break the silence, we rise at last. From the abyss, we reclaim our voice. In every bite, we make our choice. Through screens we bind, we won't dismiss the real within the virtual abyss. Silent whispers in the code, traces left on every road. Invisible, it haunts the night, a ghostly shadow out of sight. Through circuits cold, it weaves its tail. In data streams, we leave our trail. But in this maze, we won't be bound. In the phantom's grasp, we won't be found. Circuits cold, it weaves its tail. In data streams, we leave our trail. But in this maze, we won't be bound. In the phantom's grasp, we won't be found. Data phantom, we see your game. In the shadows, we call your name. Beyond the vice, we make our stand. In the digital storm, we reclaim our land. In every click, a spectre wakes. A footprint made, a choice at stake. Yet in the dark, we find our fire burning bright, a rising choir. We are the light in the data mist. Unseen warriors, we resist. Breaking free from phantom's grasp. In this code, we breathe, we gasp. Data phantom, we see your game. In the shadows, we call your name. Beyond the vice, we make our stand. In the digital storm, we reclaim our land. We are the light in the data mist. Unseen warriors, we resist. Breaking free from phantom's grasp. In this cold, we breathe, we gasp. Data phantom, we see your game. In the shadows, we call your name. Beyond the vice, we make our stand. In the digital storm, we reclaim our land. From zeros and ones, we rise anew. In the webs and breeze, our vision true. No phantom's gaze can hold us tight. We shatter chains, embrace the light. Data phantom, our voice is strong. In the digital dawn, we belong. In the shadows, fingers dance through the labyrinth of endless chance. Encrypted realms, they seek the truth. Unveiling secrets, digital sleuth. Code and keys, their silent song. A rebel's path where few belong. In the glow of screens, they trace the line between the lawful and the undefined. Through firewalls and guarded doors, they find the cracks in data stores. Yet in their quest, a heavy toll, the weight of knowledge on the soul. Hackers lament a lonely fight in the depths of the endless night. Beyond the screen, flames. Unseen battles, victories untold. In the realm of ones and zeros they are bold. Yet the world may never truly see the hacker's truth, their silent plea. In the light of day they walk unknown. Their deeds, their skills seldom shown. But in the heart of the digital night they forge a path, they seek the light. Hackers lament a lonely fight in the depths of the endless night. Beyond the screen, a voice unheard, they seek the truth in every word. From the shadows they emerge, with every line of code they urge. In the echoes of the virtual space, they leave a mark, a silent trace. From the shadows they emerge, with every line of code they urge. In the echoes of the virtual space, they leave a mark, a silent trace. Hackers lament a lonely fight in the depths of the endless night. Beyond the screen, a voice unheard, they seek the truth in every word. From the shadows they emerge, with every line of code they urge. In the echoes of the virtual space, they leave a mark, a silent trace. People of the screen, we're all alone. 1,000 voices, but no one's home. Messages flash, but the heart's in flight. Connected wires, but the soul's in night. In digital halls, we wander lost. A sea of faces, but the warmth is frost. Echoes of laughter, just data streams. In this virtual world, nothing's as it seems. Isolation protocol, we feel the void. In the crowded net, our hearts are toyed. But through the cold, a light does break. In the silence, we awake. Isolation fades, we find our grace. Beyond the screen, we find our place. Through the shadow, we break the mold. In this digital maze, we grow bold. In the silent rooms, with screens aglow, we tag our lives in an endless flow. Friends in frames, but the touch is gone. Connected wires, we drift along. In digital halls, we wander lost. A sea of faces, but the warmth is frost. Echoes of laughter, just data streams. In this virtual world, nothing's as it seems. Isolation protocol, we feel the void. In the crowded net, our hearts are toyed. But through the cold, a light does break. In the silence we awake, nothing's as it seems. Isolation fades, we find our grace. Beyond the screen, we find our place. Through the shadow, we break the mold. In this digital maze, we grow bold. In the silent rooms, with screens aglow, we type out lives in an endless flow. Friends in frames, but the touch is gone. In this digital maze, we grow bold. From the glass and code, we speak release. In the real world, we find our peace. The virtual touch, our fading shape. In the light of dawn, we aren't afraid. The mask of avatars, we cast aside. In human touch, we find our God. Through the cold, we break the glass. In the warmth of truth, we find our path. Isolation protocol, no more to bind. In the light of day, we're redefined. digital screens, we leave our trace. A million clicks, endless space, echoes of voices, a digital stream, caught in the web of a cyber dream. Day and night, we scroll and swipe, lost in the dust, in the endless hype, fragments of life, a digital sprawl. In every post we rise and fall. Through the bites, our shadows play. In every tap, we give away. Yet in the hum of data flow, the silent strength begins to grow. Digital echoes we can't define, the true self we seek to find. Beyond the noise, beyond the screen, we break the code, we chase the dream. In common threads, we search for more, lost in debates and likes we score. A flicker here, a moment there, we cast our nets in the digital air. Reflections fade, the real is blurred. In this space our voice is heard. Through the noise, a call remains, to find our voice, to break these chains. In the silence of the night, we hear the echoes faint but bright. A call to rise, to break the spell. In the digital echo we find our yell. Digital echoes we can't define, the true self we seek to find. Beyond the noise, beyond the screen, we break the code, we chase the dream. Through updates, feeds, the endless scroll, we find ourselves, we seek our soul. In hashtags, trends, we lose our way. Yet in the echoes we find the day. A virtual world, so vast, so wide, yet in our hearts the truth resides. Beyond the screens, a world so bright, we chase the sun, we find the light. In the digital storm we stand our ground. In the echoing silence our truth is found. In every bite we carve our path. In the real world we make our mark. Digital echoes we can't define, the true self we seek to find. Beyond the noise, beyond the screen, we break the code, we chase the dream. In the digital echoes we rise anew. With every step we break through. The screen fades, the echoes dim. In the light of day we find our hymn. Electric hums the grid's heartbeat, a labyrinth of wires, sleek and neat in the core. A silent pulse, a fragile web bound to convulse. Servers hum a delicate dance, data flows in endless trance. But cracks form in the digital sky, a looming shadow, a silent cry. Signals falter, lights flicker dim, a tremor shakes the system's rim. Yet in this chaos strength we find, to rebuild, renew, to redefine. In the network collapse we rise anew, from the ashes of digital bloom. Through the chaos we carve our path, in the void we ignite our wrath. Flickering screens, a digital ghost. In the wake of failure we count the cost. Disconnected lines, the void expands. In the darkened servers, empty hands. Data lost in the cyber dust, a crumbling world of broken trust. But from the wreckage, sparks ignite, a fire within, a guiding light. In the silence, echoes of despair. Yet in the quiet, a breath of fresh air. We gather strength, we rise as one. From the network's fall, a new dawn begun. In the network collapse, we rise anew, from the ashes of digital gloom. Through the chaos, we carve our path. In the void, we ignite our wrath. In the network collapse, we rise anew, shattered matrix, pieces strewn, a broken web, a fractured tune. Yet in the debris, we find the way to rebuild stronger, a brighter day. In the ruins, potential sparks, we light the night, reclaim the dark. No longer bound by failing chains, we chart a course through the remains. In the rubble, hope's seed is sown. In adversity, we've truly grown. The collapse a chance, a blank new slate. In the void we shape our fate.